Hi, this is Arup and this is your channel Language and Literature. Today I am again back with a new lesson, that is imperative sentence. You know, currently I am going through a new series of lectures on this new topic, that is classification of sentence on the basis of meaning. According to meaning, sentence is of 5 types: assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative and exclamatory. Each type has its own structure and meaning. For example, assertive sentence describes anything, interrogative sentence asks questions, and today I am going to talk about imperative sentence elaborately. So let's start the class with the definition of imperative sentence. What is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence carries command or order, advice, request, offer, direction or instruction, wishes, desire, proposal, forbiddance. So you can see that the function is really many. Let me make you understand with some examples. Let me give you some examples of command or order. Open the door, close the window, clean your hands. Here you are ordering someone or commanding someone to open or close the window or clean his or her hands. Be your best at all time. Be honest. Consider milk over soft drinks. Here, these 3 examples belong to advice. You are advising someone to have milk instead of soft drinks because milk is good for health and soft drinks isn't. So let me give you a couple of examples of offer. Someone has come to your house and you can say have a cup of tea. You can say have a slice of cake or have a cup of coffee. These examples belong to the offer. We can have some examples of instruction or direction. Open the book and read the page number 5. Go straight and turn left. Call the hospital and confirm the appointment. So these are the examples of instruction and direction. If you look at these examples, you'll see that imperative sentence starts with base form of verb or root form of verb or B1 form of the verb. It means that imperative sentence does not start with B2 form or past form or past participle form of the verb. What do we mean by B1, B2 or B3 form? B1 form is known as the root form of the verb. For example, do is a verb. Eat is a verb. So these 2 verbs are the base form of verbs. And the past form of do is did and past form of eat is ate. And past participle form of do is done and past participle form of eat eaten. But imperative sentence starts with the base form of verb or root form of verb, not the past form or past participle form of the verb. Another thing you can notice here is that imperative sentence does not have subject. We have subject in the sentence, but these subjects remains implied or hidden at the beginning of the sentence. For example, do the work. Here we have subject you, but this you remains hidden in the sentence. You do the work. You open the window. So we have the subject at the beginning of the sentence in imperative sentence, but this subject remains hidden or implied at the beginning of the sentence. So what we have come to know that in general, imperative sentence starts with the base form of verb and imperative sentence does not have subject. We have subject, but this subject remains implied at the beginning of the sentence. But we should remember that you does not have to be the subject for all the time. We can have other subjects too. In general, we use you as subject, but you does not have to be subject for all the time. For example, in my class, in many times I say, everybody show your homework. Everyone listen to the class carefully. So you can see, we can use other subjects too instead of you. So in general, we can start imperative sentence with the base form of verb, and our subject you remains hidden at the beginning of the sentence. But you does not have to be the subject all the time. We can have other subjects too. Imperative sentence sometimes may not start with the base form of verb. We can start the imperative sentence with some adverbs. For example, always, never, please, kindly, please do me a favor. Here, I am requesting someone to do something for me. Always speak the truth. Never tell a lie. So you can see imperative sentence can start with some adverbs too. In general, imperative sentence starts with the base form of verb or root form of verb, but sometimes imperative sentence may start with some adverbs. For example, always, never, please, kindly. Imperative sentence may start with some adverb. Imperative sentence follows another structure. That is, imperative sentence may also start with let, and it follows a completely different structure. Let plus objective form of the subject plus base form of verb. For example, let me do the work. Let him have something to eat. So here I am expressing my wish that you might have something to eat. Let me do the work. Here I am expressing my desire to do my work. Let us go out for a walk. Here I am proposing someone that we can go together. So you can see that imperative sentence in general start with base form of verb, but imperative sentence may also start with some adverbs, and imperative sentence follows another structure. That is, imperative sentence starts with let, and it follows a different structure. That is, let plus objective form of the subject. For example, if the subject is I, the objective form of the subject should be me. If the subject is he, the objective form of the subject should be him. If the subject is they, the objective form of subject should be them. Let them play over there. Let him have something to eat. Let me do the work. So you can see the examples of let. Like assertive and interrogative sentence, imperative sentence also have its negative form, and this negative form starts with don't. Do the work, do not do the work. Open the door, do not open the door. Listen to the lecture carefully, don't listen to the lecture carefully. Run in the sun, do not run in the sun. So you can see that we can have negative form of imperative sentence, and this negative form of imperative sentence starts with don't. So negative form of the sentence starts with don't, but we can also use let not instead of don't in some cases. But let not is really very old-fashioned. Earlier in the Middle Ages, people used to use let not, but if you use it now, it will definitely sound archaic. It will sound old-fashioned. For example, let not my mind be corrupt. Don't let my mind be corrupt. So we can use both of them, but let not will definitely sound very archaic or old-fashioned, but in some cases it may sound very poetic. So we can say that we can use the negative form of imperative sentence with don't, but it has another uses, that is let not. But let not will sound very old-fashioned, but sometimes it may sound very poetic. So from this lecture, we have come to know everything about imperative sentence. So what is imperative sentence? Imperative sentence carries command or order, request, advice, forbiddance, wishes, proposal, direction or instruction. And in general, imperative sentence starts with base form of verb. It does not start with base form of verb all the time. We may sometimes start imperative sentence with some adverb. It has another uses, that is let. We can also start the imperative sentence with let, and it has its own structure. imperative sentence also have its negative form. And if we go to talk about the subject, we can say that in general, subject remains hidden in imperative sentence in maximum time. So that's all about the imperative sentence. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. If you have not watched the earlier lectures, for example assertive sentence or interrogative sentence, I hope that you'll watch these videos in order to understand all these 5 types of sentences. Thank you very much for watching this lecture. Thank you. Take care. Bye.